never too old to try to do good.
Tonight, we want to introduce you to Opal Lee, the 93-year-old activist and lifelong Texan who has campaigned to make June 19th a national holiday for years.
If you tell her that you have a need, she's going to meet it. And she's going to go to anybody that she can think of that can meet that need.
But she figures out how to do it, and she stays with it until she gets it done.
If we were to document all those differences, all those times that she's made a difference, we would run out of paper with Opal Lee.
She really is what a tapestry of community work looks like at 94.
She's a trailblazer, and she has this sense of you keep going no matter what.
What heroism is someone that goes over and above, all right, the call of duty to do something for someone else.
I'm Opal Lee. I've had these passions.
The community food bank.
Opal's Farm.
United Riverside.
And one of them is Juneteenth.
She got here in 1939. They were able to buy the house on Annie Street. It was a white area of town. They were at home, and the mob came on June 19th to put them out of their house. That had to be the catalyst that made Juneteenth so important to her. That on this day that we're supposed to be celebrating freedom from slavery, that her house gets demolished, burnt up by an angry white mob that doesn't want them in that neighborhood.
Their family stayed here. She's made freedom the celebration instead of focusing on the oppression.
If you don't understand where you've been, then you don't know where you're going. They had the idea to bring back having a Juneteenth celebration to make sure that, we don't forget to celebrate.
There's folks coming together. There's good food.
There were fireworks in the streets.
She's been doing Juneteenth for over 45 years.
As a kid, felt like to me, it was about the celebration. And as an adult, it's more about what I learned about Juneteenth through celebrating Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is more than a Texas thing. Juneteenth needs to be celebrated across the country. And she felt that if a little old lady, almost 90, because she was 89 at the time, started walking to D.C., someone would take notice.
Did a lot of walking on it, and made a lot of stops in a lot of cities.
We created a petition for Juneteenth to be a national holiday on change.org.
Social media and all the social media platforms, word gets out.
She's building for people and with people. You can't stop that. You can't stop love. You know what I mean? And why would you want to?
Lupita from Black Panther, Usher, Bernie Sanders, Danny Glover, Nico Brim. P. Diddy wants to talk to Miss Opal.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, Mama.
I am moved, probably as many people are, by her strength. But I think I'm more moved by her humanity.
She'll tell you, none of us are free until we're all free, and we're not free yet.
This is our town, and we live here. Then what are we going to make a stand for? What are we going to improve? How are we going to help people?
You can do something right now in your own community and impact one life, one stomach, one education.
Opal's a legend, period, in our community, and the world's better off because of her, in Fort Worth especially. And I'm hoping people, if they don't learn anything else about me, will know to help somebody else. I just hope that will happen.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for getting up early. So we've had to wait almost 9 months to get to this point. So we have enjoyed her being a Nobel Peace Prize nominee, right? And so we really want to get past the point so we can figure out what our vacation plans are going to be for December. So if you haven't got your passport ready, I suppose you better get that done because it's going to be great, right? So welcome to our watch party and our birthday celebration. In their 96th year, the Nobel Peace Prize announcement is in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. They call the dynamic duo up together to bless us. Kick off. All right.
Good morning, everyone. Dear Lord, we are so thankful. This is the day that you've made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad. We want to thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you so much for our cousin, our friend, mother, grandmother of Juneteenth, Dr. Opal Lee. Father, thank you for her life. Thank you for the life that she has modeled, the love that she has shown and demonstrated, oh God, before all of us. And now how you have just blessed her. Thank you for her 96 years. And that even today is a greater opportunity to honor who she is and what she has meant to all of us. Bless her indeed. We're so thankful. And we ask that you will bless the food, let it nourish our bodies, and we give you praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Tomorrow, from the food bank to the farm for her birthday is a day of service. So folks are being invited to register. The food bank knows how to get people going. So Greg knows how many folks are going to be out there with them, and then how much cake we're going to have, because we're going to celebrate with the community birthday cake again at the farm, community-wide. And so, but that's tomorrow. And so you can start at 8, work till 11, and then come and have celebration and walk with her. This is our Opal's Walk for Hunger in support of President Biden and Vice President Harris's initiative on hunger, nutrition, and health. So that's our big initiative for her birthday. And
I want them to talk about the Juneteenth, National Juneteenth Museum.
While we're waiting for them to come, what was the highlight of 2021 when we got the announcement about the bill?
I was elated and humble, and I'm still pinching myself to see if it really happened. And to be in the White House with the president and the vice president and all those representatives and senators. Hey, and since they're going to make like this, the highlight of the year, and surely if you all don't choose on this point.
Well, the thing is that even if you don't, you will always be surprised. Nobody else in this room can say that, all right? And I don't know that anybody else in Fort Worth can, but I think that what you have done and the groundwork that you've laid really, and I'm just talking about what we're going to be doing tomorrow, laid a foundation, because when the president, the things that they wanted us to do to help support, that they listed 5 things. 1, work with a food bank. All right, you got one of those. They said work with a local farm. We got one of those. They said do something physical, get the kids physical activity. You do that all the time, so we're having your walk. They said to have a fundraiser. We're going to do that to benefit the farm. And they said get the young people involved. And we've got so many schools going to be out there tomorrow. So you have laid a foundation just because you are alive that set all of that into motion. And we are just thankful that you did.
Well, there are young people here. Anybody here is a young person that's not 96.
You can change that. So as we head into, you're going to change you're now in your 97th year. That's it. All right, 97th year. And do you have any plans for what we're going to do the rest of the year.
We're gonna do this fundraiser where we gotta raise $70 million to put our National Juneteenth Museum on the corner of Rosedale and Edmond. It's gonna be
And so, while I'm doing that, can I ask our board chair and Ms. Maureen Howard to come and talk to us about that while we're waiting? Right here. Well, you should have known if you were here, I was here. How about that? So tell us about the National Juneteenth Museum.
Well, good morning, and thanks to all of you all for being here. We are ecstatic about the National Juneteenth Museum and what is going to be happening on the corner of Evans and Rosedale. The National Juneteenth Museum is going to be an epic center for African American life and history. It will have a food court so you can come and enjoy, a business incubation center so we're growing the workforce, and of course, economic development and revitalization. In addition to that, the museum will have outdoor space so that you can enjoy outdoors and indoors at the same time. And I won't forget to say that it will also have a gallery. And the exhibits that will be in that gallery will not only be entertaining, but will be profoundly educational and enlightening. So you will come to be informed, to be engaged, and to be entertained. And most of all, the National Juneteenth Museum will be a symbol of hope, of peace, and of freedom. We have been too long in a mentality of enslavement. This particular National Juneteenth Museum will be one of the things in our community that will raise the flag and the symbol of hope and unity to bring us all together as a people. And for that, and to credit, goes Dr. Opal Lee, the grandmother of Juneteenth, who helped to bring about the National Juneteenth holiday. And I could use a whole lot of other adjectives to describe her, but you already know what they are. If you have been close to her in any kind of way, then some of her, I hope in my case, have rubbed off on me, and we can give back to our community just a little bit of what she has given us, then we will have done her a great credit as well. Thank you for being here. Raise a flag to the National Juneteenth Museum that will be coming your way very soon. Thank you.
So they didn't ask me to say a word, but listen to me. President Joseph Biden gave me a check for $6.19. So anybody who wants to contribute to the museum can make it $16.19, $600.19, $1,000.19, $6,000. Oh, $6,000.19.
$6 million?
$6 million.19. But we're going to raise that money, and we hope to do it ASAP. I want to be here when the museum opens in 2025. So,
Well, let's see what you have from your media partners.
oh,
Okay?
I love these young people. I tell you.
So,
Makes me want to be
all right. You've had a following. You've got a following on Facebook. Folks are up right now, 3 o'clock, all across the country, waiting to hear along with you. And so they've been hitting the chat, and they've been hitting all of your spaces, because we're. I think the neat thing about how much news coverage you have just talks to the extent of how much you are the grandmother of the nation. And with that, I think we really need to make sure folks understand why Juneteenth is more important than just a Texas Day.
I want everybody to be aware that freedom, I mean, freedom for everybody. You know, people have the impression it's a Texas thing, it's a black thing. It's freedom for every one of us. And we're not free yet. We have too many disparities. We're not free yet. Schools, race out of schools. You can't erase history. What we need to do is to learn from it. So it never happens again. Health. Everybody ought to be able to get health care. Some of us can and others can't. Joblessness, homelessness, we're the richest country in the world. There's no reason for these kinds of things. Climate change, we are responsible for it. And we need to do something about it. Because we're all going to hell in a handbasket if we don't.
Well, bless
It's up to each of us to end of the city and the county and the government to do. Make yourself change somebody's mind that's not on the same page. If people can be taught to hate, they can be taught to love. And it's your job to change their mind. Not gonna happen in a day, you gotta work at it. If we took 1,500,000 signatures to Congress, and when we got the call to go to the White House, we were prepared to take that many more. 3 million people on the same page could turn this country around. And it needs to be changed.
Well, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, is this the end for you, or I mean, are you gonna what's gonna do with your pedal pushers? What are you gonna continue to do?
Oh, we've got so much, so much.
Are you gonna continue to walk? I mean, are you done? I mean, you're 96.
No, I'm going to walk, and I'm going to walk as long as I'm running for us. Because I want people to know that they too can contribute to our nation. The Bible says that we are our brother's keeper. So get busy keeping. You don't have to do spectacular things. That lady next to you got to go to the store. Come and look after the kids while she's gone. Help an old lady like yourself across the street, would you please? There's something. Smile at somebody. That would help. There are small things you can do. I don't have to turn the world. But be your neighbor's friend. Let's get this done in my lifetime.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna take a break. It looks like they've lifted the watermark. So that must mean things are fixing to get started, hopefully.
So the camera on that door or something?
Well, there's a podium.
Okay.
So somebody's gonna come there
To that orange thing?
to that orange thing.
Okay.
That's the podium.
I'll hold my breath.
Let's see. Let's see.
One nomination to do.
No, well, Nobel Peace Prizes today. They've done several all year long. So they've done history, literature, physics. So today is the one for peace. And you know what? You know who we need to thank? There's a couple of folks we need to thank. All right. First of all, Jim Lane. Yes. All right. Jim Lane, actually, Diaria worked with him and suggested Diaria's your publicist. Jim Lane talked to me, and then we talked to several folks, and we looked at who could nominate you, and your Congressman Mark Vesey. I think they're fixing to walk out, as well as TC nominated.
Yeah, we're walking out now. All right.
Let's see.
everyone. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2022 to one individual and two organizations. The Peace Prize laureates represent civil society in their home countries. They have promoted the right to criticize power and protect the fundamental rights of citizens. They have made an outstanding effort to document war crimes, human rights abuses, and the abuse of power. Together, they demonstrate the significance of civil society for peace and democracy. This year's Peace Prize is awarded to human rights advocate Ales Bialyatsky from Belarus, the Russian human rights organization Memorial, and the Ukrainian human rights organization Center for Civil Liberties. Thank you very much.
So, received the nomination and the winner. It wasn't us, but you are still a nominee. And across the world. So let's go ahead.
I want to thank the Norwegian Nobel Committee for their consideration. And thank you, every one of you, for waking up this early and having breakfast with me. Just being nominated is one of the greatest honors and says we have a chance to sit at the table. Yes. And sit at the table in a larger room and participate in a larger conversation. And I hope that the last few years of my life are an example for young people, not just in Fort but all over, so that they know they can do anything. We are trying to honor. So just because I wasn't selected doesn't mean that the work's done in this. We will continue walking and talking and showing others how important conversations like Juneteenth are to history and change. And most of the year, just being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize has hit my name and the topic of Juneteenth on the minds of a great many people all around the world. Which means they did a little digging to see what this freedom movement's all about. And for that, I'm grateful. I hope to keep it on your minds. And as we prepare to open the National Juneteenth Museum right here in Fort Worth to be a place where everyone can come together and talk about the peace that real freedom can bring. I can't wait to see people come from around the world to collaborate and share their thoughts. Today's my birthday. And we will continue to celebrate all weekend. So come walk with me tomorrow from the food bank to the farm, because we got to keep moving on the issues of hunger and nutrition and health. All right.
traveled with us a long way from the time she started walking in 2016 to now. So we appreciate you, and we can now have breakfast. So please enjoy. And I think that if anybody wants to talk and get pictures and stuff, please do. One thing I see right now is our directors of our Miss Juneteenth, who will be representing Fort Worth in the national pageant. You guys have made it. All right, next weekend. So next week she'll leave to represent Fort Worth with 13 other girls from across the nation. And so I want you guys to make sure to greet them and see how Fort Worth is represented all across the nation. And Brandier, we appreciate your life, your service to humanity, and just being who you are. We love you, and we do.